The Torqeedo Cruise 4 is an all-electric outboard designed for dinghies and sailboats up to 4,000 kilos. At 4 kilowatts of power, it has the equivalent thrust of about a 9.9 horsepower petrol outboard. The Cruise 4 uses external battery banks, unlike the Travel series. Each battery is about 2.6 kilowatts, and with a pair of them, we should see 50 kilometers of range, which is exactly why we're here today to find out if that's true. One of the nice features of separate batteries is being able to mount them inboard of the engine out of harm's way. The engine is in the Torqeedo with a 5.1 gear reduction, pushing a massive 11-inch propeller, with prop options for heavy displacement hulls or light tenders like we have today. Of course, everything is waterproof, tested to IP67 standards. Torqeedo even told us we could submerge an engine for 30 minutes and it would still be fine. Now that's some promise. Initial outlay is high at a bit over $6,000 for an engine alone. Plus add on some spare batteries, propellers and a charger and you're looking at over $11,000. Probably the coolest bit of tech is the internal GPS system, which calculates real-time range and how it talks to your smartphone. Called TalkTrack, Torqeedo's app goes further than the tiller-mounted display, showing speed, range and a handy trip log. On water, the Cruise 4 performed exceptionally well. At quarter throttle, we saw 5.8 kilometers per hour and an impressive 70 kilometer range, which would take us comfortably across Port Phillip Bay, though we weren't game enough in the conditions we had. Thrust was instant and speed built smoothly. Flat out, we saw over 10 knots, though it dragged the runtime down to about 2 hours, giving a range of close to 40 kilometers, which is still mighty impressive. Initial cost may seem high, but there are no oil changes to make and no fuel to buy. Plus the seals only need replaced every 5 years, so long term it should work out fairly affordable. Best of all, it'll never smell like a two-stroke or sound like one, and of course it is zero emission, which is increasingly a concern for all of us. So who's going to buy the Cruise 4? Well, at the moment, agencies having to operate in very strict rules in tight environmental areas like marine sanctuaries make up the backbone of the sales. But we think the effortlessness, the quietness, the ability to savour the tranquility on the water will soon see sales. We think they are onto a good thing.